All right, I'm going to have a go at the Guardian's weekly Quiptic Crosswords set this week by Anto. Let's see what Anto has for us. Arranged brief sale for standout art piece. All right, I think arranged is a very obvious anagram indicator. Brief sale has 9 letters. Yeah, I'm thinking it's bas relief or ba. I don't know if you pronounce the S or not, but I have heard of that. All right, forbid alcohol store reportedly providing dessert. Well, I'm thinking forbid might be ban. And then I know there is a dessert banoffee, banana and toffee, I think. And so I'm wondering if maybe do people refer to an alcohol store as an offie for off license? I've never heard that before. Yeah, I'm not very confident in that, but I'll leave it in. Extremely shy, neurotic heed got working in harmony. Ooh, well, extremely shy might just simply be the outer letters of shy. S and Y. Neurotic heed. Oh, I think actually we carry on doing the extreme letters. And then I think HED goes in just as it's written. And if you're working or got working in harmony with somebody, you synced up with them perhaps. Let's confirm that with, note it is lacking in credence. So do, re, mi, fa, I think that's the note. And yes, credence, believing, could be faith, but the IT is lacking to leave us with FAH. And here's fighter, captured by cameraman in Jaipur. Hidden within those letters is ninja. Excuse me, ninja. All right. Happy to, oh my goodness, happy to acquire a short cane that's expandable. I'm wondering if happy is elated, and I think that acquires a, maybe then short cane might simply be the letter C. Something like elasticated, maybe, might be expandable. Oh, yes, actually, the cane is a stick, and we drop the K, so we put a stick inside of elated. Reverse cuts in listings. No. Type of hose used on trawlers. Yeah, so a trawler would use nets to catch fish. Fish net, of course, they're not called that, hence the question mark, but that is a type of hosiery. All right, admit everyone has pained expression. Maybe admit. Yeah, so everyone is all, and a pained expression, you might say, ow. I like it. Atmosphere, occasionally seen in aviary. Well, every odd letter out of aviary spells air. Be open about, place being Spartan. Yeah, I'm not sure. let something, lie something. No, expanded group dictates how observers may be separated. Dictates, I think, might be indicating a homophone for how observers may be separate. Ooh, something like wide eyes or something, wide-eyed. What's expanded group, or just maybe expanded? No, don't see it. Document about small ancient city in ruins. Now, why does that have the ellipses at the end before we come into fa? Yeah, I've seen on 15 squared people complain about ellipses when really there's nothing linking the two clues. And other than a document, and maybe a document might be lacking in credence. I suppose I see now maybe why Anto did that, because without it, note it is lacking in credence wouldn't read very well on its own. It has to refer back to something. All right, I'll allow it. So I think we're going to put some kind of document, and it's going to go around S for small, and I think the ancient city is that comes up quite a lot, or I don't know how you pronounce it. And so I think the definition is going to be in ruins, but no, I don't know what the document is going to be either. He contracts redevelopment experts. Oh, I think he contracts has 11 letters, so I think we redevelop that to get our experts, and I think it's technocrats. Fairly confident in that. Initiates, popular. Well, popular 9 times out of 10 seems to be in. And then channels. I want it to be induces. Oh no, I think it's inducts. I suppose maybe in a electrical sense to induct. Oh no, to induct somebody into the Hall of Fame, for example, of course, would be to initiate. All right, reverse cuts in listings. No. Wrong clothing for soldiers. It's a real pain. I wonder if we put a word meaning wrong. Ooh, we often see tort, and that might clothe or go around something for soldiers, which could be, oh, so many letters, GIs maybe. Let me pause and try and think of a real pain that might end in T or RT. Of course, soldiers can be simply men. The men were simply splendid, and then torment. All right, here's our expanded group. I wonder if it's some kind of set. Could be a group. Wide set. Expanded. Yeah, I'm not very clear on that one. Ooh, let's try our local market. Where might Americans shop for trunks? Oh, yes. So there is a thing in the UK called a car boot sale, but Americans would refer to the boot of a car as the trunk. So, yeah, I suppose jokingly, if you saw a car boot sale, you might think, oh, I can buy a boot or a trunk there. All right, London perhaps almost put a limit on everything. Well, London could be, ooh, maybe capital. Perhaps almost put a limit on everything. I like capital. So this would begin with C. Okay, in Westminster, a backbencher rises partly for show. I think we may need to know the postcode for Westminster. I don't know if that's part of the City of London, which is, I think, EC. And so maybe if it rises partly, yeah, I'm wondering if this word begins and ends with C. I don't know what a backbencher would be, though. All right, how about selection of sweet treats with calories reduced by a third? Well, that's odd because calories has 8 letters, so we can't easily reduce it by a third. Money collection to establish a major source of food. The first part sounds like a charade. We're going to have something for money, and then collection, and then maybe even establish, and it's going to be a major source of food. No, don't see it. Launch campaign by dropping out. No, I like it. Call out revision of a dour or doer deal. All right, 9 letters, so I think we might have to revise or anagram a doer deal. And that's going to mean call out. Let's try the anagram helper. Read aloud. Ah, okay, I'm not sure I would have guessed that from the definition, but let's try that. See if it's right. Saw Madam digest stuff from the center. Is that a hidden clue? Yeah, let me pause. My neighbor is revving his engine. Yeah, unless it's we take the center letters of some of these words, maybe the definition is saw. Ooh, which could be a proverb kind of saw, or it could be a cutting tool. Madam. Oh, yes, it is. The middle of madam is ADA, and then the middle of digest GE, and you get an adage. All right, currently, father is appearing in play. No. Most kind to one winding up in trial. I think it must be a word that means most kind, probably ending in EST. Oh, a trial? A trial could be a test. I'm wondering about tenderest. That's definitely most kind. But one winding up would be an ender. I don't know if that's a word, but again, I'll leave it in. All right. Settled up front to get help with homework. No. Field quietly blooming. It will be obvious immediately. I think it must be a phrase that means it will be obvious immediately. Yeah, so a field can be a lee. Quietly for music can be piano or P. And if the flowers are blooming, they are out. And something will leap out at you. All right, thickly covered in rum and coke. That's a great clue. Rum can mean strange, so I'm wondering if it's an anagram of and coke. And it's going to mean thickly covered. Oh, I think caked on. Yeah, I like it. Company distributed legal art compilation. Oh, I'm thinking collage. Yes, a company is CO, and legal, if that is distributed, you could get LLAGE, and a collage, a compilation art. All right, Navy and Air Force. Ooh, is that the way you spell Air Force? Assets accept conservative discipline. I think discipline may be the definition. Accepting conservative sounds like we're going to put a C inside. The Navy and Air Force assets. The Navy might be RN, but I'm also wondering about fleets. Like fleet accepting discipline, no. Lots wanting leader, it doesn't matter which. I think lots is many, and without the M you get any, so it doesn't matter which. Yeah, that's one that just clicked with me, but I'm sure on a different day or even earlier or later today, I might have been staring blankly at that for a while as I've stared at some of these others. All right, our selection of sweet treats. A selection, I'm thinking that might be choices. Could it be choices? I'm always uneasy when it's a plural word. Yeah, sweet treats might be chocks. No, I'm not sure of that, but I did while I was paused there look down at launch campaign, and I did want by dropping out to mean literally the word or the letters BY drop out of a word for campaign. Well, now that I have the L there, if you campaign, you lobby, and without the by, it's just lob. So I don't know, I suppose throwing up something, lobbing it, launching it. So this must be subject. Ah, yes, so a sub is a Navy asset, and a jet could be an Air Force one, and they accept the C for a conservative. So choices may be right, we'll find out. Oh, if that K is right, and I think it is, then money collection to establish, a something basket, bread basket, I think, as in the phrase, some such and such a country is the breadbasket of Europe. What was the original breadbasket of Europe? I don't remember. So money is bread. Collection. Maybe a collection. Certainly a church, a collection basket. I can see that. This is looking like capital. Oops. Capital, I think. So London, perhaps. almost put a limit. I don't see it. What would that do for my Westminster now? For a show, oh, well, a show could be a cabaret, old chum. Oh, it's a hidden clue with reversal. Rises partly. I like that. All right, currently, oh, I wonder if that's today. Yes, it is. Father is Da, and he appears in if you play with something, you toy with it. All right, settled up front to get help with homework. Now, is it school homework or it could be housework? And they're calling it homework to be confusing. Settled up front. Prepaid, I think. Oh, I think, um, yeah, I think maybe it's an English thing, preparation for, is that for like the college exams or whatever? But prep aid, I think, is help with homework. Not exactly sure. All right, the top right is looking terrible. Be open about place being Spartan. Yeah, let me pause and think of an expression for be open about. Ah, yeah, I suppose if you are open, you lay bare your soul. And if you place something down, you lay it, and something that is Spartan is bare. All right, so, was not expecting the Y. Could it be lie bare? No, I think it has to be lay bare. Just that Y looks very unlikely. I was thinking it would end in D from wide set. Let me go ahead and put in wide set. Expanded is wide, group is set. And I suppose just because that is used as an adjective for people, they say someone has wide set eyes. But I just don't get the dictates part. Anyway, our document now about small ancient city in ruins. Yeah, let me pause and ponder that one. Ah, no, the ancient city, of course, is Troy, and the document is a deed, and that goes about small Troy to give destroyed. Ooh, listings, I think, must be indices. Ah, yeah, so cuts is dices, in is in, and you have to reverse those two parts to get indices. All right, yeah, I'm not 100% confident today, but let's check all. Does everything have a little tick? It seems to be nice if there was an X or something beside the ones that are not. Maybe there would be. All right, let's go over to 15 squared quickly. All right, the blog today is by Shan, who has filled in for someone else. What were the ones I had trouble with? I didn't write them down, but in plus ducts, yeah. London, perhaps, of course, capital. But a limit is to cap it. An alley, I think that should just be AL. So all. Yeah, so oh, that's a lowercase L. Okay, I thought it was Ali for some reason. Oh yeah, choices. Chalk ices. Ah, removing one of the three C's for calories. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I did think of chalks, but not. I do love a good chalk ice. All right. Oh, Zimbabwe used to be the breadbasket of Africa. That's good to know. And let's see. Yeah, sure enough, Ender is one winding up. And Offie, short for off license. Oh, the original inventors did spell it that way, Banoffee, all right. Um, Even though, yeah, with toffee, you would expect it to be double E at the end. Yeah, wide set, and it describes eyes. I just, I think the dictates was a little misleading because immediately you think of a homophone. Anyway, let's see. Found this one to be tough, had to reveal a few. Banoffee was a what the bleep. Might be the toughest cryptic having it. No, no, there was a while, was it a few months ago, we had some very difficult ones, but this one, I'm under 30 minutes, so to me that's all right. All right, well, thanks as always for watching. Have a great day and have a great week ahead.